Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Mac. This is Let's Play Freddi Fish 4. In the last episode we found out that Cousin Calico's hogfish have been rustled. We also found the hogfish rustlers, but to get past them,
I think these rustler outfits
we
look
need to
nice.
dress like this. We have a hat, it's just it also has an occupant who won't move unless we give him a silver star. Go figure. I feel like something can be here depending on the route you're on. It just isn't this time.
We made it! I knew we could do it! Look, Freddi! A purple sea urchin!
Getting past the jellyfish really is just a case of timing.
We're rich!
It's a crank handle.
Didn't we see something a while ago that needed a handle?
What was it?
I can't remember.
Well, we'll take it with us.
Fortunately, I do remember, Luther. You don't have to worry there. And on the way back, the jellyfish are going to just hover here, so we don't have to do any timing tricks on the way out. Very considerate of them.
Some rustlers took my cousin's hogfish, and we know where they are. Can you go and arrest them?
I can't help. I'm not the sheriff anymore. A shrimp without a silver star is, well, just a shrimp.
Wait, wrong way. We need 3 purple sea urchins to get a nut, and we don't have 3 purple sea urchins. Let me think.
Hello?
Are you the mailman?
No, I'm Freddi Fish.
Go away. I'm waiting for an important package.
Oh no! It's missing a handle on the lid. That's why the lid won't shut.
Yep, it's absolutely broken.
Excuse me, I couldn't help noticing that your mailbox door is a little bit broken.
Don't I know it? It's very hard to hermit properly with a door that won't close all the way.
Do you think we could have it?
No, at least not before the mail comes.
So we've got to go help the mail come.
Hi, I'm Freddi Fish, and this is my best buddy Luther.
Hello, I'm you.
That's silly. You're not Freddi.
No, you, like the letter U.
Just you? Is it short for something?
Yes, it's short for Uriah, Jedediah, Euripides, Algernon, Fortescue, Forsyth, oh, now what was the rest of it?
We'll just call you.
Most folks do.
That's fair. With a name like that, you definitely want to not take your time. Alright,
Hey,
whatever.
you! That's your wagon over there, right?
Yep, it broke down, so I'm delivering the mail on foot. Takes a little longer that way, though.
How long has it been since your wagon broke down?
Little over 2 years.
It looks like you've gone about 5 feet since then.
Yep, making pretty good time, pretty good time.
Well, this explains why he hasn't got his mail.
Do you just have that one delivery to make?
Yep, after this one it should be time for me to retire.
Would it help if we gave you a push?
No, I don't think so.
Isn't there any way you could go faster?
If my wagon worked, I could. Sometimes if I think speedy thoughts, it helps. Right now I'm imagining I'm a train.
Yeah, This poor seahorse.
Is this your seahorse?
Yep, his name's Elmer.
Hi, Elmer. Freddy, do you think we could go for a seahorse back ride on Elmer?
Elmer's not ours, and besides, he's working right now, Luther.
He doesn't look like he's working too hard to me.
Well, he's been stuck there quite a while without much to do.
Let's just fix the wagon.
Looks like the wheel on this wagon has fallen off. Maybe we can fix it. The wheel looks like it just needs a new nut to hold it onto the wagon.
Yeah, we could definitely do with one of those. Looks like we're going to have to pay Gil Barker a bit.
Are you ready to start?
Okay, so I'm only showing one round of this. It is a mini game.
Here's a fun game. Pop the bubbles before they run into you.
Hey, it at least teaches you about momentum, right? This was another thing that Humongous Entertainment did. They would take famous arcade games and give them a shiny coat of paint. Humongous Arcade. It's a junior arcade, that branch of games, where they would use their Humongous Entertainment adventure characters and put them in an arcade game. Like Freddi Fish had Pac-Man, Spy Fox, I forget what Spy Fox had, but Pajama Sam, actually I don't remember most of them. Go figure. Q Popper was Putt Putt, I remember that. So Q-Bert.
Oh boy! I see another purple sea urchin!
We still only have two though, we're going to need a third one from somewhere.
Yikes! He must be really hungry.
So...
Yeah!
Yep, we can't get past him.
I don't think we can get past that shark.
Okay, let's try hitting him with a bone.
Maybe if we give him something to eat, we can swim past him while he's busy.
Good idea. Whoa!
Well, that didn't work at all.
Boy, that was fast.
I don't think that was enough time for us to swim past.
No, I don't think so.
Let's try the shoe.
Ah! Boy, that was fast.
That was a very fast consumption of a shoe. We can have an infinite amount of garbage from over here, but rather than throw all the garbage at once, she just throws them one at a time. One bite, that's all it took.
Look out!
I can't believe how quickly he's eating this stuff.
A tire, surely that'll do it.
That rubber tire seems to take him a little longer to chew. But I still don't think that was quite enough time for us to get by.
3 bites for a big rubber tire. Yikes. Surely he can't eat through an anchor, though. This has to be the solution.
Whoa! don't think I've ever seen anyone eat so fast.
It took him more time to eat the tire than the anchor, go figure. The obvious answer is obvious.
That ought to keep that shark busy for a while.
Yeah, actually, he looks very happy.
You can't chew through chewing gum. And here we have stars. The sheriff asked specifically for a silver star, so let's get him one.
I like this silver starfish. Let's take it with us.
It's just like the one the sheriff was talking about.
There aren't any purple sea urchins here though, for the very obvious reason that you'd be kind of screwed if you already spent your money on the wheel nut and then you wouldn't be able to afford the chewing gum. Actually, I wonder, what if I try to screwdriver his house?
I have a screwdriver. Maybe that could fix your door.
A screwdriver? You could poke someone's eye out with that. No thanks. I have a new door on the way in the mail.
Yeah, fair enough. Can't shortcut your way that way. Actually, thinking about it now, I think the bow tie is the route I usually get. I usually don't get the neckerchief. Just feels like the RNG is biased towards us needing that bow tie.
Now we've got a handle on that sail. Phew.
Here, let me help.
We did it, Luther!
Why is the room spinning?
It's not, Luther. You are.
Oh, that's better.
Now, physically, we shouldn't be
Hey,
seeing...
look! This place is filled with water now!
We shouldn't be seeing the water reach this high up but, kids game, what you gonna do? Go inside and look for the things that are there, obviously. Like this.
Hey, Luther, what's round and purple and pokey?
Hey, is it on me?
No, silly. It's a purple sea urchin over there.
Oh! I wasn't afraid.
Now, we have these things here, and they're actually kind of important.
It's cayenne.
Cayenne?
Cayenne is kind of hot.
Why would you do that, Luther?
It feels like my tongue's on fire! Is it?
No, it looks okay.
Whew!
It's lemongrass.
Is that anything like lemonade?
Why would you do this?
It's a little more sour than lemonade is.
Boy, you're not kidding! I kinda like it though.
Alright, let's see what Luther sticks in his mouth this time.
It's pepper.
Really?
Bless you.
Wow!
Oh, Luther, why? Anyway, we have
Look at
this
this
thingammy.
cute spice container. This could come in handy.
MSG. So this is one of the locations you can get letters for your belt buckle for. If you ever have them... Yeah, basically there's several areas around the world that have the letters there. You need a screwdriver to get them off, and then you need to remember which is the right one, which isn't that hard since we have the plans right there. I know exactly where the letter that we do need is, and I left without doing the thing I was supposed to do.
There! 1 container of pepper.
Now, if you want, you can use it on Freddi Fish or Luther at any time and get them to sneeze their head off. But there is an actual point to it.
All right. What about cake? Will you eat cake? Here, try it. But it's chocolate. Yeah!
Hogfish rustling, not as glamorous as you thought it was, mate. Now, I believe you can bring all 3 of these spices to his stew to eventually make it fit for consumption. I actually don't remember if it's mandatory at all.
Here, would you like some pepper?
Well, thanks. That ought to do it.
It's not very eventful. I feel like I should be able to push the game for beaten if we just...
We'd like to buy one of your wheel nuts, please.
Certainly! Now, the nuts cost 3 purple sea urchins, so I'll start you on one of our nut layaway plans, and you can have your nut when you paid me the other 2 purple sea urchins. And may I say that a fickle fit wheel nut is really an excellent investment.
Yes,
he gives me money bags vibes.
here's another purple sea urchin towards our wheel nut.
Very good. Let's see. That leaves only 1 more purple sea urchin before the fabulous fickle fit wheel nut is all yours.
At least he doesn't charge you through the roof like Moneybags does, though.
Here's the last purple sea urchin for our wheel nut. Can we have it now?
Of course! You can select any shape.
This one looks good. Thank you.
No, thank you!
Can we buy another wheel nut?
We don't need another wheel nut.
And yeah, there's where they make sure that you can't spend any more purple sea urchins on a second nut. Because even though you couldn't be able to afford it, you wouldn't be able to... Then now they won't let you put it towards something you'd never be able to afford.
Good evening, sir. May I interest you in...
You got the 20 clams you owe me, Gil?
Not exactly.
How much is not exactly?
I've got a few purple sea urchins.
You know, my dogfish needs an operation.
Don't worry. I've got a really big deal about to go down.
Yeah? What is it?
All I can say is, It's really big. I'll have your clams in a couple of days.
Well, okay. Whatever you got going, I hope it's good.
Oh, it is. It's real good.
So I don't know whether he's Mr. Big yet, but I can say this much. His motivation of not getting shanked by mobsters is a lot better than his motivation was in Freddi Fish 3, where it was, I run a carnival sideshow, but this is the one day of the year nobody ever pays attention to me, so I just wanted to sabotage the big festival. Kind of shallow really, but then I feel like most of the reasoning was
It's a
shallow.
silver starfish. Here, I believe this is yours.
My starfish! Yahoo! I can't thank you all enough. Anything you need, you just ask.
How about that nifty 10-gallon hat?
Sure, I won't be needing that old thing anymore. Now, if you'll excuse me, there are laws to be enforced. Rustlers to be found. Sheriff Shrimp is back in town.
But we know where the rustlers are.
You there, that's a loading zone.
Looks like it's still up to us to catch those rustlers and rescue the hogfish.
Let's ride!
Yeah!
Oh boy, a 10-gallon hat! This is great! How do I look?
Like you need a smaller hat.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
So we have our hands on one of the things we need for our disguise. Unfortunately, the sheriff isn't going to be any help in catching the rustlers, but the hat sure will.
All right, you hogfish, pay attention. I've gone to a lot of trouble and expense to hire these sheephead to jump over this fence for you. So count them and go to sleep. Please. Please just go to sleep. Please.
He's really not having a good day. Maybe he should have been the one standing watch.
That's not gonna do me any good.
Wait, it isn't?
Here, try some pepper.
So yeah, we're just bullying this kid out of his comfort zone to make sure that to get him out of the way.
Gee, I hope he's okay.
I haven't seen anybody sneeze like that since that kid got a worm doodle up his nose at school.
That was you, Luther.
Oh, yeah.
And we have some important things here. We have an L.
That's got it.
Hilariously, if you pick out the wrong sorts of things for the disguise, like paint it the wrong color or get it the wrong letter, then the guard will actually call you out on having the wrong thing.
Hey! A harmonica! Is it broken?
I think maybe you just need some lessons. This is harder than it looks.
I actually do have a harmonica. It was a gift from a college professor. I don't think I've ever used it so that's kind of unfortunate. It was a nice gift. So, would you like to trade back for that bow tie?
Here, would you like this harmonica?
Would I? Woo, boy! Well, this is great! Oh, here, have this lovely bow tie in exchange with my compliments.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Now, I can play the blues again.
It just struck me that we actually lost a bottle of container for spices, so there's no way we can finish this stew in and out anyway. Oh well, I'd like to finish the game in this episode.
Goby, I'm at my wit's end. These hogfish are driving me crazy. They won't eat or sleep, and they're so noisy. Where'd they get the accordion?
I don't know. Did you try telling them that story about your trip to Akron? That always puts me to sleep.
Oh, thanks a lot. I'm going to have to call Mr. Big again.
Oh!
Even the goons are terrified of calling in Mr. Big. He must be someone pretty dangerous. So, obvious solution is obvious. I think this was actually the puzzle for the demo.
We did it.
It's fixed, and it'll stay on there, right? We don't have to use any glue or anything.
Careful there. Don't ever mention GLUE around old Elmer. Spooks him something awful.
What's he got against glue?
My package! At last.
Rather a surprisingly dark joke for a kid's game. He doesn't like mentioning GLUE because that's where they send horses.
Mr. Tippett, do you think we could have this old mailbox door now that you're not using it anymore?
Sure, take it and leave me to hermit in peace.
Thank you.
So we actually have all the pieces that we need now. We have the hat, the bow tie, we have the belt buckle, although it wasn't actually a belt buckle, it's what we're going to turn it into, and we have the letter to go on the belt buckle. But I do want to show one little thing while we're in the area.
Might be that the hogfish done up and rustled themselves too. Can't ever tell with hogfish.
That's very silly. Yes, we have to do it.
I think it looks nicer now.
I mean, if it works, it works. Now, if we go back to the saloon for any reason...
Did you try singing This Little Piggy, like I said? Well, try it. Listen, I gotta go. Customers.
Yeah, he has a surprisingly optional scene. Now, sir.
Here, Can you make us a belt buckle with this on it?
Take the L.
Sure. Just bring me a rounded piece of metal to use as the back part, and I'll get to work.
Okay, we have to give
Here,
it to you,
this
not
is
the
for the
L.
belt buckle.
Okay, stand back.
Yikes!
My best work! All that's missing is a belt. Here you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Torso.
Please, call me Nelson.
I wonder if at
It's a
some
belt
point
buckle.
there was a plan for you to also need to retrieve the belt, but it just took up too much space in the memory for them to really attempt that.
All I ever wanted was to be a hogfish rancher. I had no idea it would be so much work.
Maybe there are some tricks to it that we don't know about.
Yeah? Well, I'm going back in. Don't let any non-rustlers inside, okay?
Radio!
We've hit the half-hour mark. But we're almost all done, so just bear with me for a little longer. I could show what happens if you go up with an incomplete disguise, but honestly, let's just go straight for finishing it.
What do you think?
It might be a little big for you.
But do I look like a rustler?
Oh! Yes!
It's a belt buckle.
Wow! That's kind of scary. I'd almost believe you were a rustler.
Good. That's what we want.
So this is what we need to look like.
Okay, just checking that it was an L. I had a moment of self-doubt there.
Okay. Do you think I look enough like a rustler?
You're very rustly.
I like that they still have the exact same number on the door. Nice bit of object permanence.
Luther, you stay here while I try to get past the guard.
Wait, I'm coming with you.
Good thinking, Luther. Let's try to get past the guard.
Hold it! This is a... Well, howdy, fellow rustler.
Ahem. Howdy.
I reckon Mr. Big must have sent you to help us out with the hogfish, right?
Poor
Maury, he's having a terrible time with the hogfish. Well, go on in. He'll be glad to see you.
Thank you.
We did it! Shh! We did it! We're inside! Which way do you think the hogfish are?
Well, I think I hear squealing coming from...
Hey, you two aren't rustlers. What are you doing here?
We were just leaving.
You're not going anywhere. Mr. Big will know what to do with you.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. What do we do now? It didn't even budge.
Nope, this door is definitely locked.
Well, that's rather unfortunate. I wonder what would have happened if I went back after saving the sheriff to talk to Calico.
Looks like there might be a way out under all these cannonballs.
Phew! These are heavy.
Still got 6 more to go.
There! That does it.
Much faster way to do it.
Yeah!
Now, where does this go?
Hey, look! Here they are!
These are the missing hogfish, all right.
We're not missing. We know just where we are.
Wait, what?
Did you come to rescue us?
That's right.
Good. The food in here is terrible.
By the way, I'm Freddi, and this is Luther.
My name's Grunter. I'm glad you're going to rescue us. It's really crowded in here.
There's supposed to be a thing over here that gives us a hint to Mr. Big's identity. I've never seen this to get to this part without it.
Phew! That's very interesting. These bars are a little loose.
Do you think we can break them out?
Not just by using our fins, but I think we can find a way to pull them out.
No, don't! That's where the Rustlers went, and they locked the door, too. Maybe we can get the hogfish out through this hole.
The hogfish won't fit through there, but it looks like you and I can.
Just barely, but we can.
I guess we'll have to work out another way to get those hogfish out.
They'll need a bigger opening. I wonder how we're going to get those bars off. This is a nice sturdy chain.
Hey.
Whee!
Did you hear something?
Like a creaking noise?
I think it came from out there.
And looky here. We have something. Maybe I should have shown that you can't get at it until you've
Look at this
opened it.
neat hook. Do you think maybe it belonged to a pirate?
I don't know, but I bet it will come in handy.
Here, why don't you hang on to it?
Okay.
A lot safer to give it to Freddy than to Luther. So then, if we push this button...
I wonder what this does. This is fun. I wonder if this will bring the anchor back up.
So, this has potential. Make sure it's raised, attach the hook.
I bet if we attach this hook to the chain, it'll reach those bars.
And now, the moment of truth, the final puzzle in the
This
game.
should free those hogfish. Luther, prepare to drop anchor.
Ready, Freddy!
Fire away!
I miss point-and-click adventure games.
What? No! Come back!
Please come back.
We're going home. The food's terrible here.
Oh, what do we do now, Maury?
I think you should give yourselves up.
You're under arrest in the name of the law.
Law? What law?
Yeah, I don't see any law.
Then I suggest you turn around. Real slow like.
It's Sheriff Shrimp.
Yeah, and just about everybody in town, it looks like.
Youngsters, that was mighty fine work apprehending these two. I'll be taking them off to jail now. You boys ought to be ashamed of yourselves.
Hold on, Sheriff. There's one more person involved with the rustling.
Yeah, that's right. They kept talking to somebody called Mr. Big. I never saw his face, but he was in charge. He planned the rustling and everything.
Is that so? Well, what if it is? We'll never reveal the identity of Mr. Big.
Yeah, you'll never catch him.
Actually, I know who Mr. Big is. He's right here in the room. When the Rustlers caught Luther and me, they called Mr. Big to come and decide what to do with us. I suspect he was already here when you all arrived and just slipped in with the posse.
Well, which one is it then?
So the thing is that, we didn't actually get the hint, which makes me wonder if I bugged it out or not. The people that can be Mr. Big will always act suspicious. But if you accuse them when they aren't, because the clue doesn't point to them, the clue that was sitting on the box I mean, then they'll have an excuse for why they didn't. You can also accuse people that have absolutely nothing to do with it, just to get some flavor dialogue. So let's try some false accusations, because I suspect it might be a Gil Barker.
I suspect Mr. Fingers.
Whoa, no way, baby. I don't know rustling, just piano playing.
After we found the note to the Rustlers saying to meet here, we heard you call them to talk about it.
Note? The only call I made about a note was about a musical note.
A musical note?
Well, yeah, see, I got a bet going with old Seven-Finger Charlie from the Plankton Hut about this one particular note in a ragtime tune. He thinks it's a B-flat, but really, it's an A-flat. Big difference.
Well, we also heard you talking about singing This Little Piggy. What was that about?
My wife was trying to get our kids to go to sleep. We have 17, you know.
Land sakes. So you're not Mr. Big?
Nope. Afraid not.
That phone call did sound suspicious, but Phil isn't the one we're looking for.
Who is it then?
Let's try accusing you.
I'll bet it's Nelson Torso. Business hasn't been very good at Just Buckles lately, has it?
Well, no, but...
And I noticed that you were building a barbell at your shop. Big enough for Hogfish, maybe?
No. You see, everyone thinks I keep in such great shape at my shop. I'm starting to get a little flabby.
So, the barbell...
It's for me, yes! But I'm not a rustler!
No, he isn't.
It's not Nelson?
That was a good guess, but no, it's not him.
Then which one of us is it?
So, the hint for Fingers here is a musical sheet that says This Little Piggy. The hint for Nelson is the barbell. The hint for you is a few blocks of ice, because the Rustlers misinterpreted his saying of keep 'em on ice.
Mr. Big must be Sahara Slim.
I assure you, I'm not your perpetrator.
We saw you sending a telegram. You said, keep 'em on ice.
Yep, that was about some suspects in another case. You see, I'm here undercover. I'm actually Sahara Slim, Undersea Marshal.
I sure didn't expect that.
I'm here investigating possible violations of the Undersea Coffee Break statutes.
I guess you're probably not a rustler then.
That was smart to notice the telegram, but he's not Mr. Big.
So who is? Who's Mr. Big?
The thing is, I don't actually remember what the hint for Gil Barker is, and in lack of everyone else, no one else can be Mr. Big, so I feel like you should have a hint though.
Mr. Barker, you've been in some financial trouble lately, haven't you?
What makes you say that?
Luther and I overheard you talking to a loan shark about it.
Aha!
We also read your IOU, even though you tried to tell us it was a poem. You rustled the hogfish to pay off your debts, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm afraid I did. What was it that first tipped you off?
It was the gum. You had an awfully small supply for a gum salesman, and I got to wondering what had happened to the
Slight
rest
bug,
of it.
I think.
The hogfish were still chewing it when we got here.
Yeah, Super Rubber Bubble lasts a long time. It's a fabulous product, which is why I borrowed money to invest in it. But the sales weren't so good, and I was going to have to declare bankruptcy. I figured even if I couldn't sell the hogfish, I could at least get into hogfish ranching, which, as you know, is a much more respectable profession than sales.
Well, that's no excuse. You all ought to be ashamed. You just shouldn't take things that don't belong to you. It hurts other people, and it's just plain wrong.
You're right.
We're sorry.
We didn't want to be rustlers. All we ever really wanted was to be hogfish ranchers, but we don't know how.
Ranchers, you say? You know, I do still need some help out at my place.
I'm glad this worked out so well for everyone.
Freddi, Luther, I can't thank you enough for all you've done here. The hogfish are home safe.
And the rustlers is brought to justice. Yeehaw!
How's their immunity service working out?
That's community service, son.
Oh, yeah. How's that going?
I think they're coming along quite well. It's hard work, but when I'm done with them, they'll be real hogfish ranchers.
Can we learn to be hogfish ranchers, too?
Of course. Here, I've got something for you.
10-gallon hats?
Yours is a 5-gallon, so it'll fit just right.
Oh, boy!
Now come on, you two. I'll show you how to tie a lasso.
So yeah, a fun little harmless game for kids, teaching logical reasoning, memory, and other things. I clearly don't get Gil Barker as the culprit often because I completely forgot what implicated him as a Mr. Big. And yeah, I think this is the best of the Freddi Fish games because the replay value you get out of it is you have to pay attention to who Mr. Big actually is. You've got all these hints towards it, but then you've got to figure out the clue at the end that tells you, hey, this is the guy who did it. And ironically, I didn't actually see the clue itself, so I just sort of brute forced it, picking all the people that I knew it wasn't, so I could pick out the one remaining that could have been it. I honestly can't believe I forgot that the hogfish have the gum. Anyway, yeah. Until next time, guys, take care. I'll see you all around.